My dad has young onset vascular dementia, he's 58.
My dad got diagnosed with posterior cortical atrophy. So it was 54 when he got the diagnosis and I was 11. And sadly, Dad isn't with us anymore. He passed away in 2021.
My dad was very independent at the start of his diagnosis, but we saw like a kind of steady, slow decline. And in the past recent few months, we've been having to have a lot more like personal care and needs. My mum still works full time, my sister works full time, my brother lives in Canada, and I work full time. So it's kind of hard to balance, but we're very good as a family at, you know, kind of sharing those responsibilities, which is also important.
My dad was my best friend, and he taught me how to do so many things. He was always there at my sports days, always shouting the loudest. He taught me to scuba dive. And so then not even losing him, because he was still there, but just not having that person that I remember being available anymore. It made me angry more than anything, I think. I felt rage for a very long time before I learnt to accept.
I was 14 when he had his brain hemorrhage, and then suddenly we get this diagnosis of dementia, and it was just like the whole world caved in, really.
Being obviously at the age of 11, it wasn't like I had all the big caring responsibilities, but slowly over my teenage years, and definitely by the time that I was going off to university, Dad wasn't working anymore. He needed a lot of personal care and stuff, even just getting dressed, making his lunch, putting the TV on for him. And I feel like I had to grow up so quickly. And it felt like there wasn't really anyone around me that understood that. And then of course that changes kind of almost the roles in the house as well, because suddenly now I'm responsible for trying to make sure my younger brother's ready for school and has a packed lunch, as well as my homework is done and also Dad is taken care of. So you just kind of feel like you're all over the place sometimes, with like, you're in like a you role and then you're in a caring role as well. It's hard.
I think being the oldest of three, it was definitely hard. I think I tried to protect them from it as much as I possibly could for as long as I possibly could, but I am very protective of them. My mum is very keen for me to fly the nest, but it's my personal decision that I would not like to leave my mum at home and sister at home to do that on their own. Being at home and spending as much time with my dad as possible is more important to me than any lived experience that I could have.
I think that's part of the problem for young carers, is like, why should it have to be a choice between spending time with the person I am caring for and love very much and having a life? Like, they should be able to coexist, and I think with better support that is possible.
Did you felt like you grieved twice?
I think one of the toughest things for me, being a teenager and going through all of this, was obviously you're already dealing with like the natural stuff of puberty and changes and a lot happening, and then coming home from school every day and Dad's not quite Dad anymore. I really struggled, and I mean, to the point that unfortunately I did feel like the only way to sort of give myself some relief from it was hurting myself at one point. So I think I did end up with very poor mental health for a very long time.
I was never an anxious person. It's made me an extremely anxious person. I've kind of wished that I'd found people and reached out for that support a bit earlier rather than now.
It was only when I started working with Hannah Gardner that I found out more about Admiral nurses and stuff like that, and then realised, okay, there is actually a support network here, I just haven't actually accessed it before. And I think just knowing that that existed would have been such a big help, because then I wouldn't have been doing all this frantic rushing around trying to find info. It just would have been there.
And just by researching Dementia UK on their website, I can immediately see there's resources of how to navigate having a parent in a care home who is under 65.
I think watching all of this happen with my dad, it really made me, it sounds so cliche, this, oh, you have to live in the moment, but the more time that's passed, the more I actually value the ability to look back on like the good memories of Dad and share my experiences.
It's been nice to, you know, sit here and talk with somebody who really understands it and has been through what I am going to go through. I mean, that's like the biggest lesson I think for all those people that surround me and my family, is that life's too short. Book the trip, take every day as it comes, but also, you know, be mindful that we need to live for ourselves as well.
Yeah.